Sam, obviously campaigns manager at the REC, biggest membership body in the UK for the recruitment industry. We were talking earlier about the report you've recently released on labour and skill shortages. I did read it myself, so I'm going to ask you to talk us through sort of the findings, but I also appreciate it was over 50 pages, so I appreciate, but please take as long as you want, because there's some real sort of, some gold in there, I guess.
I guess if I take you back to when I joined REC 2 years ago, so 2021, I'm sure everybody remembers queues at petrol pumps and supermarket shelves that didn't have any stock. And I think HGV driving in particular was sort of in the limelight and really dominated headlines. And at that time, there was a view in government, certainly, that this was purely as a result of the pandemic, and it was a business issue and it was going to right itself. And we sort of just had to wait, ride the storm out. It was a bit of short-term pain, but it would solve itself all right. And then when I think we got to maybe the September, October time, and I think government was starting to think, oh, Christmas is coming. And we had because of the pandemic, a couple of quite difficult Christmases. And for the first time, I think there was a view of people are going to be together for Christmas this year, but now we're going to have the opposite problem where people will be together and there won't be any turkey because we've got drivers to get the turkeys there. So there was a panic, and then it was very short term. So that's when we saw sort of quite knee-jerk reactions to things like, let's do a 3-month visa for drivers and things like that. Meanwhile, at REC, we've been saying this isn't just because of the pandemic. That certainly hasn't helped, but shortages aren't new. Shortages aren't just a result of COVID-19 or even Brexit. Those are things that have happened in quite quick succession, which have just exacerbated an existing problem. So this is something we've been talking about for a long time. And actually, yes, there's a huge role for business and employers, but actually to make the changes and investments that business and employers need to make, we need to have the right kind of policy, environment and landscape. So there's absolutely a role for government in this as well.